So MultiVersus community and the Shade Team. One thing that goes on in a MultiVersus community is that people go out their way to make wish lists on different things, rather if it be characters, stages, or whatever it may be. And there's a lot of people that do that, and there's actually a good bit of people that ask me, yo Shader, you should make a wish list on this. I really want you to make another wish list on this. Even though I made a couple wish lists before on this channel, I get a lot of requests to go ahead and make wish lists on different things. So you guys, I decided, you know what, on Wednesdays, I decided to go ahead and start something new and see how it works called Wish List Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'll go ahead and post a video talking about my wish list for whatever it may be. Now, there's a twist to this. It's not going to just be my wish list all the time. It could be one of y'all's wish lists as well. And I could do a video going over talking about y'all wish list, and I give my thoughts on what I think about y'all wish list. Now, you guys, in today's video, this is going to be me giving my wish list on the top 5 characters I want the most in order that I want for MultiVersus. Because like I said, I did wish lists before, but I never gave an exact order on these the characters I want in the game. So you guys, make sure I hit the subscribe button and join the Shade Team today. If you have not joined the Shade Team yet, then what are you doing? Because on this channel, I cover MultiVersus news and topics. So you guys, let's get right into it. So up first, number 5 on my list, the character that I do want in MultiVersus is Godzilla. Now the thing is this, when it comes to Godzilla, he will be a colossal character in the game, which I would love to see more colossal characters in the game other than the Iron Giant. Now Godzilla is a very powerful character that could go ahead and shoot a nuclear pulse out of his mouth. You look, I just put it like this, just that alone and by the size of the character, I feel like he would be a great addition for the game. He might be broken if he ever get put in the game day one. I can see it because of the size, the strength, and the nuclear pulse, which they'll really have to nerf that thing all the way down to where it's not OP, but he's a character I would like to see in the game personally. Now up next on my list, number 4, I have my boy Daffy Duck. Now you guys, if y'all did not see the video, I did a video talking about Daffy Duck in MultiVersus, about people want him in the game. I want him in the game, right? Now the thing with Daffy Duck is that Bugs Bunny is in the game. You have Superman and Batman in the game. Daffy Duck go hand in hand with Bugs Bunny. And just the fact that I really enjoyed this series called Duck Dodgers, I would love to see that cosmetic in the game. Daffy Duck would be a very good character to have in this game because he's very iconic, and I feel like he's that missing piece when it comes to the Looney Tune roster in MultiVersus. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that find it just a little weird that he's not in the game right now. I'm sure he's going to come eventually, but he's definitely a character I really want because he's actually my favorite Looney Tune character. Now up next, which I feel like this character right here should be in the game, and I will explain why I really want this character in the game, but a certain version of this character. Aquaman. Now not just any Aquaman, the Jason Momoa version of Aquaman. I think some people already know this because I said this multiple times. That's the Aquaman I want in the game. Like, he'll be a perfect bruiser for the game. And just think about this, imagine we get a stage to go right along with the character, you know, the Lost City of Atlantis. Hey, I'm just saying, I like water stages, and an underwater stage, I think that would be fire. But most importantly, just the fact that, hey, he really look like he will mess you up in the game. Like, he would definitely be one of the characters I use a lot because I feel like he'll be a character that probably would not be hard to use. I feel like they would not make his moveset that complicated. I can see him being like the way he was in Injustice in a way, but just the Jason Momoa one or the one from the Justice League animated series. I don't really care for the old school Aquaman. That's just me personally. But of course, they could make that a cosmetic as well. So yeah, that's a whole nother story. Now, up next, my number 2 on the list. This is my number 2 character on the list. I got Ben 10. This is a character that I've been shilling for. This is a character I would love to have in the game because he would be the most unique character in the game, where I feel like they would have to put him in a different class because his different aliens do different things. So I don't see him being a bruiser, a mage in a range, a tank, or whatever it may be. I see him having his own class, like a transformation class or something like that. The potential with Ben 10 is through the roof because of his aliens and what he can do. Now, can I see him being like he was in Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion, to where a certain attack turned him into an alien for like a couple seconds? No, I think player first games and MultiVersus will go a different way about having Ben 10 in the game, because I feel like he will have the most complicated moveset in the game, or like the way the character works, because like I said, all the aliens and stuff like that. But I really want Ben 10 in the game. He's definitely in my top 5 for sure. He number 2 on the list. He was my number 1, but after doing some thinking for a while, I have a different number 1 on the list. Now for my last character, this probably not gonna be a shock to a lot of y'all. Some of y'all probably already like, man, Shader, I already know this. You probably already commented down below, spoil it for the people watching the video already, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? But y'all, it's Static Shock. You guys, I really want Static Shock in the game. Hands down, he'll be a mage in range. And I like the mage in range class. It works perfect with Static Shock. Look, the thing is this, Static Shock is one of my favorite characters ever created, and he don't really get a lot of attention when it comes to the video game scene. I feel like this would be the chance to give him that spotlight that I feel like he deserves. Look, I did a whole video giving my case of why Static Shock should be in MultiVersus. This is a character that I really want. If you have not seen the Static Shock series, it's on HBO Max. If you have not seen it, I advise you guys to check it out. One of my favorite cartoons all the time. He's a character that I personally really want in the game, because first, he's a character I feel like I can really relate with, and second, hey, his moveset will be fire, because there's so many different things you could do with his power, since he controls like static, electricity, you know, magnetism, whatever you call it, whatever, because he could do a lot of things. Instead of just blast people with the powers, he could pick stuff up and throw it at people. He could pick people up with his powers. It's so many different things that you could really do when it comes to Static Shock. But you guys, I want y'all to do me a favor. Comment down below and let me know what is your wish list for the top 5 characters you want most in MultiVersus. I really want to hear y'all opinion. And make sure you tune in next week for another wish list Wednesday. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share the video, and also subscribe and join the Shady Team. Join the Shady Team. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the Shady Team as always, and I'm out.